Hello everyone, welcome back to Knowledge Circle. In today's video we will learn what is the use of constructor in OOP programs. So here we will understand the use of constructor. So first of all we need to understand the definition of constructor. What is constructor means? The constructor means a special function. So I am writing here the definition: a special method or function that has same name as class name. Okay, so what is constructor? It is a special method that has same name as class name. Now we need to understand what is the use of constructor in program. It is used to initialize. We need to understand that what is the meaning of initialize. Initialize means assigning the value. Initialize the data members. Initialize the data members of a class. Data members means the variables declared in the class. They can be initialized by the constructor. Okay, and how constructor is called? Constructor is automatically called when we create the object of that particular class. Okay, so let's see the syntax for it. First of all, syntax. What is the syntax for constructor? Okay, in syntax we'll write here class name. Suppose a constructor, a class name is AB, then the constructor will be something like this: the name of the class itself, and then there will be body of constructor. There may be some certain set of initialization statement can be there, and then the class will be closed. This is a common syntax for a constructor. Now we will take an example. We will have an example, and with the help of that example we will understand how constructor works. Okay, so now we are going to have an example. Here I'll write the name of the class. Let's write the name of the class as AR. Class name is AR, and here we are having some data members such as int, L and B, and one I'm writing here A. Three variables of integer type. These are the data member of class AR. Then after we are going to create a constructor here. Constructor name will be same as the class name AR. Then after it will have some argument. It may have, it may not have. So we are creating here a parameterized constructor. I'm writing here the name of some variables. So let's write here LE and BR. Then after what we have to do, we have to open the body of the constructor where the initialization process has to be done. So the value of LE will be stored in L, and the value of BR will be stored in B. In this way the length and breadth will be initialized. Then after we have closed this constructor. This is what the constructor definition and design. We will see how the constructor will be called. Now we will create a method here, a method to calculate some work, to do some work for calculating area. So I'm just writing here void area. Okay, no return type, no argument. What does this method do? This method calculates area. So what does it do? It simply calculate area A equal to L into B. Done. Area is calculated. Now close the method. Let's create another method, that is void show or void display. Any name we can give. That shouldn't be a keyword. Then after this method is declared only for the displaying message. So we are writing here a printing statement, and what we want to display here, that we see area equal to where area is stored. It is stored in A. Done. Method is closed. Now we have created what? We have created a class here. Then after we have done what? We have made a constructor of that class. Then after we have created two methods, one for calculation of area, one for displaying the area. Okay, it's time to create main function and create the object of the class. So let's see that. Okay, now I'm going to do that work. So for that, let's create public static void main, that is main function public static void main, and then the rest of the arguments that we always write, string args. Done. Then after, object has to be created. The name of the class is AR. Object name I'm giving here OB new, and I'm writing here the class name again. And as I told you all that we have, this is a parameterized constructor, that's why we have to provide parameters. It means argument. So this is what actual argument where we keep value. I'm giving here 5 and 3. Okay, then value is given by us. What will happen then, as you create the object, this 5 will go and it will be stored here in LE, and this 3 will go and it will be stored here in BR. Then the constructor will be called as soon as the object is created, and then this LE and BR will be stored further in L and B, means length and breadth. And then after, what will happen after object creation, initialization will be done automatically, we don't have to do it. Then we have to write a statement for calculation and display. Okay, so I'm writing here object name dot method name. What is the name of the method? Area. No argument, simply call it. Then write here object dot ob dot, what is the name of display method? That is show. Done. Now we are closing here the main function. We are closing here what we are closing, class will not be closed here. This is what method, class will be closed at last. So we have completed this program. Actually what happens when you create object, these values which are provided by us while creation of object will be copied to the arguments here in the constructor. Then the values which have come as an argument will be copied to the data members. Data members are initialized. So basically what I wanted to explain, that constructor is used to initialize the data members of a class, and it is done automatically when the object is created. Okay, and let us see the output of this program. How output will come? Output will be something like this. Let us see that. First of all, L and B will get their value, that is given by us as 5 and 3. So 5 and 3 will be stored in L and B. Then method area will be called, which will multiply 5 and 3. 5 3 are 15. 15 will be stored in A. Then we call ob.show. What does show method do? It display. What does it display? First it displays area as a string. And what is area? That is 3 into 5, that is 15. So this will be output. So the main thing that I wanted to explain is the use of constructor. Constructor is nothing but a special method which does not calculate anything, which does not do any specific work, but it initializes the data members of the class. So that's all we have for this video. I hope this video is helpful for everyone. If you feel that this video is useful to you, then share and subscribe and like. Thank you.